Hey guys, welcome back to South of the River. We are episode 9, I think this is 9. We've had a major setback on the cabin. The wood I purchased to do the inside of the cabin, it was outside when I purchased the wood and brought it home. I stacked it to dry and it felt really dry. And then when I put it up, the inside of the wood was pretty wet. So my insulation on the ceiling, pretty much the paper on the insulation seemed to suck the moisture right through the wood, and my insulation, as far as the paper, the insulation was dry, but the paper was soaking wet. So I didn't know what to do. I actually had all these walls were finished. I had all the boards up. I had the entire ceiling done. That was all done, and I decided to, since I had all the wood up, I went ahead to frame in for the loft. I don't know if you remember, we're going to put a loft that comes out about 3 feet over on that far wall over there, and it's going to go across the entire way 16 feet. So it's about 3 by 16, just a small loft for storage, and maybe put a little mattress up there for grandkids or whoever that wants to stay up there. So I took those boards down off the wall to get that framed up with 2 by 6s, get that ready to go, and I felt the insulation felt wet, so I didn't know what to do. So I made some phone calls to one of my buddies that used to build houses, and had my brother come out here, take a look at it. We started feeling the insulation. As far as the paper, it was really wet. So what did I do? I tore all the wood off the ceiling. All that work I did, it took about a day to get all that wood up there, but I had to take it all down. And when I took it down, the insulation basically, as far as the paper goes, it was dripping with water just coming off of there. So I started to freak out. So I put a heater in here, and actually what I was doing with the heater, it's a patio heater, and everything closed up in the cabin. I was actually putting more moisture into the cabin than it was drying it out. So I had that running for 2 days, and finally realized that I was doing more harm than good. So I took that out, and now we have the dehumidifier in here. I got that out of the house and brought it out here, got that running. It was sitting at right about 78% humidity in here, which is crazy as far as moisture content inside this thing. So I ripped all the boards off the top of the walls, the boards off the bottom of the walls, so I could get airflow behind that wood and dry everything out. The walls do seem good, but the ceiling was pretty damp, and you can see I have all my stacks of wood here that came off the ceiling. I got that all de-nailed, and it's all sitting there. Hopefully that the dehumidifier does its job. So it's going to be, I'm going to let this run for a couple weeks, and hopefully a couple weeks with the dehumidifier sucks all the moisture out. The hose that I have that runs outside, that thing was and still is just dripping like a sieve as far as how much moisture I had in here. But the walls do seem really dry. The insulation is dry on the walls. I've had the dehumidifier running for about 3 days now, and so we got that going. The walls are dry. I'm concerned about the ceiling. I don't know if I'm going to go with the wood like I do on the ceiling. I might take that down and go with like a V-board or something, like a 4x8 sheets, something that I can purchase that's inside a big box store, something that I know is dry and that we can put that up there and not have to worry about anything, because the insulation is dry now. I just have to wait for those stacks of wood to dry out and the walls to dry out just a little bit on the bottom, but we are looking a lot better. But yeah, crucial mistake, big mistake, putting this wood up there. I thought it was dry, it was not dry. So that's what I had to do. All that work of doing all the walls and the entire ceiling, everything, it looked really nice, and major moisture problems. So that's going to be it. It's a quick video just to tell you what's going on as far as what happened, and I'm going to let this dehumidifier run for about 2 weeks. And I've been coming out here every day to check it, and it's down to 54% humidity, and it's sitting at 66 degrees in here. Right now it's 43 degrees outside, so it's nice and cold. The temperature dropped like a 20-degree temperature swing, and it's 66 degrees in here with that running at 54% humidity, which we were sitting at 77-78%. So it is helping a lot. So yeah, I put that wood up there and it was too wet, so I rip it all down. But yeah, that's the video that I'm putting out there. I made a big mistake as far as putting the wood up there. It was wet and I didn't realize it by touching the wood. It seemed like it was pretty dry, but it wasn't. So that's it. That's this video. I hope you guys liked the video. It's kind of show you my mistake video and the problems that I have now, but I think things are looking up. So we're gonna let this thing run for a couple weeks, so I am not gonna have a video as far as the cabin goes. I know my videos are weeks out, but this one's gonna probably be 2, maybe 3 weeks before I get another video out for as far as getting the wood back up on the ceiling and getting this thing ready to go, because the wood is all cut. It's just it was wet, and all I had to do with everything done was trim this thing out and work on the floor, get the floor done. But now take it all down, let it dry out. So hope you guys liked the video. My big mistake on putting up that wood, and it was too wet. So like I said, it'll be a good 2-3 weeks before I put the wood back up on the ceiling and on the walls and get everything dried up. So stick with me, please stick with me. If you like the content that I put out there, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, I will see you probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. And until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you next time and get some more work done. All right.